Having a good time is a distraction. Believe me, it's a necessary one. Welcome to the mindscape of Spanky CARLYLE. That's me. I'm investigating the incident known as the Long Island Goo Spew. Take my hand. I'm sanitized. I'm not a licensed investigator, but even the unlicensed ones need an office. Late-night partiers accept a bottle of hooch from a mysterious stranger. Tragedy ensues. I am not the same Spanky CARLYLE I used to be. Having interviewed professionals and derelicts alike regarding the mysterious stranger who called Penn Station his home, I uncovered a disturbing fact. He used to be a scientist, and not only that, he was a scientist employed by the government. At this point, I don't care if I get turned inside or out. Tim Tarahebi, the down-on-his-luck restaurant server, heading down tracking team, planning to catch the 4:24 a.m. train back to what he calls home for now, Ronkonkoma. Tim gets a phone call from his roommate, Marco, wondering where he is. Bro, what's your location? Heading for the train, says Tim. Marco says, do you know what you're missing? Should I tell you? Tim says, why bother? I'll just see it with my own eyes when I get there. Then Marco cuts in. Dude, you don't understand. I expected the usual posse of skanks and princesses looking for free drinks, looking for free bud. Whatever. Then walks this trio, 2 blondes and a redhead, all from Sweden. I'm talking cover girl material, and all of them ain't afraid to show it. They actually were looking for another party, found mine by accident. Divine providence, my friend, and they're very friendly. Very friendly. Earlier that evening, Tim had spilled a drink all over a chick named Stacy, who was out enjoying the night with her boyfriend who went by Rick, a suave Long Island couple enjoying themselves. Rick having slicked back hair, Stacy wearing a tight short skirt, of course. Pretty soon it's all aboard. Tim finds himself crossing the path of the still angry Rick, who's looking for a little retribution. Also crawling aboard was a fast food worker in his late teens. And of course, a ride would not be complete in the middle of the night without the drunk businessman. If I could have made it stop, I would have. Poor fast food worker, that poor drunk businessman, all just trying to get home. All casualties of a calamity on the rails. And since my parents were diplomats, I know what it feels like to be followed, and I'm being followed. I know it. Having found out about the scientist, his past, they're on to me. That comes with the territory. After all, I am a private investigator, right? I mean, you'll do the following one moment, and then you're being followed the next. let's face it, the key to survival is keeping your head on straight. Be goal-oriented and know where you gotta be at a certain time. And then you will never falter. Know thy mission. Otherwise you collapse. And I have no plans of collapsing, because nothing happens when you collapse. And that's not the kind of party I want to attend. You won't find Spanky CARLYLE coiled in the corner talking about what he didn't do. Not Spanky CARLYLE. After having interviewed people regarding the scientist turned derelict, I came to the conclusion that this man, much like me, had personal vision. He was goal-oriented, and that, my friends, can be a dangerous thing. The mind can be a weapon, and what the mind produces can also be a weapon. And being a loner genius, I feel that he would want to share that vision with somebody. And who do you think he would most like to share this genius and devious invention with? I say his former employers. You know, the government. You want to know something, though? I believe that they approached him first. Being the son of illustrious diplomats only made me stronger. Even though I continue to be followed, I am not afraid. Fear would collapse me. It would eat at the marrow within my bones, which is never a good thing. As a human being, you need that bone marrow. Ask any doctor. Another puzzle arrives. Who within the government hired the scientist?